My name is Judith Bigham, and I'm from the United States, from Seattle, Washington, the West Coast, and I'm here in Bali studying yoga teacher training. It's the Somatic yoga movement teacher training. And my first yoga class was, I was 12 years old, it was 1970. I've been doing yoga off and on since 1970. And I love yoga, it's a big part of my life. I learned so much about yoga in this class. So many things I didn't know about yoga. The little ins and outs that I didn't really understand about yoga. I also learned, I have respect for teachers because there's a real art of teaching. And they really brought it out in all of us in this really, in a great way that a great teacher brings something out of you. And I'm studying with two particular teachers, Cher and Aaliyah, and I chose this class specifically because of these two women. I looked a lot online for yoga teacher trainings, and I saw nothing like I read when I read about this particular course. It was their characters, it was their individual personalities that came through in what they wrote online. And when I got here, I could cry. I mean, they're amazing women. And I wrote that it was transforming and life-changing, and it was, and it is. There were other yoga styles that I might have wanted to do. I usually do vinyasa, but it was these two women. They're a perfect combination of yin and yang. And I don't know who's yin and who's yang, but they fit together perfectly. And where one is one way, the other's the other way, and it's just, I was telling someone, it's like these sort of two hands that sort of fit together. They're very different, but it really fits together beautifully. The other part of this course that I loved was that it was a great balance between practical. It was a really practical course, but it was really spiritual, and it was very holistic. It was a holistic approach to yoga. It really taught me how yoga is a part of my life, not just something that I go to for an hour a day. The way they taught the class was very experiential, which I loved. It wasn't a lot of memorizing, it wasn't a lot of books. It was very challenging because you were taught something and we had to act upon it. So it was a very active learning environment. And I love that because it's a challenge. You can't hide. You're taught something and then right away you are asked to participate. And that was really important. We all were invited to participate, and we did. And it would have been hard to hide in the back of the room and not participate. And I think some of us felt like that at the beginning of the course, and we couldn't. And the more we participated, the more we spoke in front of people, the more we tried what we learned, the easier it got. And there was so much support and love, and at the same time, really constructive criticism. So that was great. It wasn't just all, or everything's great. There was real constructive comments. So I felt like I learned so much. And I once again I have to say it's very dynamic. The class was dynamic. The teaching style is dynamic, which I think goes with yoga. I came here and I got what I expected and more, and so much more. So come and study. It's life changing. Thank you. Namaste.